Good afternoon to you and welcome to Lunchtime News, come to you live and direct from the Newsfirst Centre here in Colombo. I'm Florine Rajendran. Before going to the stories in detail, here's a look at your headlines. Vavuniya and Puttalam worst affected by adverse weather. Sluice gates of a number of reservoirs opened. Crimes Investigations Department apprehends 37 for making treacherous illegal journey to Australia. Clean-up operation underway in the Australian city of Brisbane after a severe storm. In those stories in detail now, the Disaster Management Centre says that over 7,000 individuals are affected by the prevailing inclement weather conditions. The Assistant Director of the DMC, Pradeep Kodipilli, stated that a unit has been dispatched to assist and provide relief to the affected individuals.
The spill gates of the Rajanganaya, Angamoor Reservoir and the Kale River have been opened up owing to the heavy showers being experienced in the area. 12 spill gates have been opened in the Rajanganaya Reservoir, 10 gates up to 4 feet and 2 gates up to 6 feet. Our correspondent in the area stated that both spill gates of the Angamoor Reservoir had been opened by 2 feet. 2 spill gates of the Kala River has been opened by 10 feet. The Attaragalla Ambukola River road was inundated as a result of the spill gates of the Galgamur Ambukola River being opened. Our correspondent in the area stated that both the spill gates of the said reservoir had been opened up to 7 feet each. Our correspondent added that the Attaragalla tank has also reached spill level. The Vavuniya tank has reached spill level. 600 families have been affected owing to the Ratmalayaya area being inundated last evening. Our correspondent in close proximity to Dadru Oya stated that the Dadru Oya 2 has reached its spill level and that 6 spill gates have been opened up to 8 feet each.
There was water to up to 2 feet. We cannot do anything in the house. We cannot even cook. There is no drainage system here. The water would have receded if there was a proper drainage system. The water is flowing into the Puttalam main road. The correspondent also added that the number of areas previously estimated to be inundated have also been inundated.
On to other headline-making news. The Criminal Investigations Department has arrested a group of 37 Sri Lankans attempting to migrate to Australia illegally. According to the police media unit, the group was arrested by the Australian Coast Guards near the Indonesian Ocean and was later handed over to the Sri Lankan Navy. Police added the group is suspected to have left the country on the 1st of November. Among the group were 6 children and the group members were residents of Maravilla, Chilau, Colombo and Jaffna. The apartment complex in Adurpur Street, Colombo 13, was opened for the public yesterday. The opening ceremony was held under the auspices of Minister of Construction, Engineering Services, Housing and Common Amenities, Vimal Veeravansa.
This housing project was commissioned to a tune of 212,000 rupees to build each house. If we had just given 212 rupees for you all to build the house since the election is just around the corner, since the ones who are here are big party faithfuls, we would have just assumed that giving that much money could have not resulted in a change of heart. So we would have just started a new housing project. With the money we had given you all, we would have just let you all be in those thatched houses and would have provided houses for our people. But why didn't we ever think the same? That is how this government operates.
Meanwhile, Deputy Minister Susantha Punchinilame says that forgetting matters defines the identity of Sri Lankans in general. The Deputy Minister made this statement at an event organised to present land deeds in the Trincomalee district.
The event was held at the Trincomalee District Secretariat's office. 454 individuals were presented with land deeds during the event. The biggest issue we have is forgetfulness. The Sinhala community has the same characteristic and the same goes to our neighbouring Tamils and the Muslim community. The common identity of Sri Lankans in general is forgetfulness. That is our biggest identity. So as a result of this characteristic, we may take wrong decisions. We saw people who took wrong decisions in the recent past. Then those who took wrong decisions will at the end of the day regret taking such decisions.
The The World Bank says that the Metro Colombo urban development project will help reduce the floods in the Colombo water basin. The project commenced in July 2012 is scheduled to conclude by the end of the year.
It's a loan to the government of Sri Lanka of the size of $213 million. Together with the financing of flood reduction infrastructure, it also provides support to local authorities with administrative boundaries in the Colombo water basin to improve their capacity to deliver and manage infrastructure of municipal metropolitan relevance, particularly roads and their drainage and some critical infrastructure like parks and wetland areas.
Meanwhile, patients have been severely inconvenienced owing to the token strike commenced by doctors of the Galle district. Our correspondent stated that due to activities at a number of hospitals, except for the teaching and base hospitals in Galle, have been hampered. The strike was organized by the urban health medical officers as a mark of protest against the mayor of Galle Municipal Council obstructing duty activities. Secretary to the Government Medical Officers Association attached to the Galle district, Kamala Kodikar, said that the medical officers of health have engaged in the strike action except for the ones who are employed at teaching hospitals in Manmudra and Karapitia and 3 other base hospitals.
The protesters charged that an urban health officer had attacked an employee of the Galle Municipal Council.
An officer serving at the urban council had been dragged by his collar and told to work in the office of the deputy mayor. We cannot allow persons to act on their own will when there is a mayor, an urban commissioner and the council to look into these matters.
The doctor in question also expressed these views to the media.
I
never assaulted anyone. I reject these allegations. The mayor had installed CCTV cameras to look into us. If I had assaulted anyone, that would have been recorded in the CCTV cameras.
2 individuals in Batiklo, Walachene were arrested on suspicion of being members of the LTTE. The suspects, claiming to be workers in the area, are said to have sent text messages celebrating the birthday of Prabhakaran. Police say the suspects, who are aged 20 and 34 years, were arrested last evening. Police have launched a special investigation and the suspects are to be detained and questioned at the police station. And that's a wrap of lunchtime news here at News First. For the News First team, I'm Florine Rajendran. Have a great weekend ahead.